Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Craig's Kitchen. Today I will be showing you how I make yogurt. So this is a follow-up video, a sequel so to speak, of my last video on making fruit on the bottom yogurt. I have improved the process, made it easier. I no longer use fruit on the bottom, but now I also know how to make creme fraiche and mild table cream, or my preferred alternative to sour cream, closer to the Mexican crema. So it's simple: 2 half gallons of milk, a quart of heavy whipping cream. I would have purchased organic heavy whipping cream if it was available, but it was not. 8 pint wide mouth mason jars with their leak-proof lids, and 4 half pint mason jars as well. Vitamix is not necessary, it is just my blender, so I am using that to mix my ratios of cream and milk, which I'll go over in a second. Instant Pot I use to steam, pressure sanitize the jars to make the yogurt last a long time in the fridge unopened. And then when I'm doing a large batch like this, I actually use a sous vide, but if you're doing a smaller batch, you can just go ahead and use your Instant Pot yogurt setting, and that works just fine. Now, the reason I am using organic milk is because I want to. Do what you want. I prefer organic, would prefer organic cream as well, but however, the more important thing is, for this video, I am showing you how I use ultra pasteurized whole milk. Now, you can do regular milk, and if you have the Instant Pot, you can use, oh, there we go. You can use the boil setting for the Instant Pot to heat the milk to the temperature necessary to turn it into yogurt. But if you use ultra pasteurized milk, that's not necessary, because ultra pasteurized is heated to the point where all the bacteria are killed, so it's already sterile, so you can skip that step. And I will now show you how I make this into yogurt. Alright. So I have now put 4 of the pints into the steaming pressure cooker to sanitize them. This is to kill all bacteria and fungi that are in the surfaces of the lids and jars, and this extends the shelf life in the fridge of the finished yogurt. So I put the jars upside down, 1/2 to 1 cup of water in the bottom of the pot. Then I am just going to place lid on top. 1 minute on high pressure is all you need to kill 99.9% of the bacteria. And here we go. Forgot to mention that my yogurt that I am using as a starter today is Fraiche Total 5% milk fat with live active cultures. I've also read that you can use probiotic capsules. I do not have experience with that yet, but I have very much had success using Fraiche as a starter. Alright, so I have sanitized the first batch. I'm just going to go over here and let it drain real quick. Perfect. So now I'm just going to, using my oven mitt because it's really hot, shake these off. Alright, I'm just going to remove these and do the next batch, and then I'll update you when I'm all done with sterilization. Welcome back, everyone. Alright, so I am sterilizing the second batch of 4 pint jars and only have the half pints left to do afterwards. But in the meantime, I'm actually sterilizing my blender jar or Vitamix jar as well. And I'm going to blend that water at high speed to clean the jar. All the jars are now sanitized, along with one of my glass straws and spoons. So now I'm going to go ahead and do some mixing. So I just poured in 7 cups of milk, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and about 2 spoonfuls of the yogurt starter. And then I blended it on speed 1, or the slowest speed, because I just want to mix it for about 30 seconds to get it well incorporated. I also made some labels. Extra creamy yogurt, 7.5% fat, and today's date. So now I'm going to go ahead and pour them in. All right, so I've gone ahead and put the 8-pint jars into the sous vide bath container. And now I'm preparing the half pints. This one will be whole milk. So I'll just go ahead and fill this up. I put in a little bit of yogurt to get it started. This one is going to be nothing but cream, with a little bit to get it started. This goes fantastic on pancakes, on toast. It's on like pie. It's a great substitute for whipped cream. And then we're going to do half and half in these ones. Just use the rest of this container. All right, we have finished the preparation. We have whole milk yogurt, all cream culture, 50-50 cream and milk roughly, 50-50 cream milk roughly, leftovers from the mixing for those jars, so I wasn't filling them all the way to the brim. And then we have the leftover empty cartons, all used. Oh, and this one I did not sanitize, so this is a little experiment I'm doing. See how that one turns out without having to sanitize the jars. Probably will be fine, but we'll see. I set the temperature on here to 107, set the time to 8 hours, and in 8 hours, once it gets to temperature, or 8 hours after it gets to temperature, it's about 10 degrees away from where I want it to be, I will come back, turn it off, let them cool for about an hour inside the bath, and then I will put them in the fridge. Oh, and pro tip, make sure the pen you're using doesn't wash off in the water. Yeah. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the final part of my yogurt making video. There's our whole milk yogurt, our extra creamy yogurt, our table cream, which is a substitute for sour cream, and cultured heavy cream. Ah, delicious. Can't buy this in the store anywhere around me. So, basically just to update you, normally I spend 8 hours incubating it, and then I put it in the fridge, and it's super thick. However, it did not thicken up like normal, so I'm assuming I did not add enough culture of the Fraiche starter to the mix. Normally I add about a tablespoon per pint, and I was doing about 2 spoonfuls for a half gallon, so I did about half what I normally do. So instead, I just left it overnight, so it did a total of 16 hours of culturing, and then I've had it in the fridge the last like 6 hours. So this, to start, is number 1. Let me go ahead and pause the video so I can remove the lid. Alright, I'm back. I just loosened the lids, so now I can, there you go, remove them by one hand. Aha! Alright, so there is the plain whole milk. Look at that. Look how thick that is. That's just beautiful. Let's go ahead and taste this. Perfect. Love it. Delicious. But that is not my favorite way to have yogurt. My favorite way to have yogurt is the extra creamy. And this is amazing. Look at that thick, look at this. A little bit of water on top, but geez, look how thick that is. This is just 7/8 whole milk and 1/8 heavy cream. So about double the fat of regular whole milk yogurt. And look at this. Oh man, you can see the cream top. It's beautiful. That is the best yogurt ever. Oh my gosh. That tastes amazing plain. Normally yogurt that's plain doesn't really appeal to me. but this really does. It's so good. All right, so that's the extra creamy, which I make the most of because I eat a lot. Cereal and berries and jam, fantastic. This right here is table cream. Also super thick, just like the last one. Not sure what that dot is. Probably should have cleaned the Vitamix container a little bit more, but wow, look at that. This is 20% fat. It's basically homemade sour cream, but I like it better than sour cream because it's not tart. That is beautiful. Oh, it tastes so good. That is going to be amazing on burritos and taquitos. And then last but not least, the purely cultured heavy cream. This is nothing but cream, everyone. Look at that. So all of them turned out with this beautiful smooth top except for the plain whole milk. And I'm not sure why. I'm thinking that the cream maybe solidifies a little bit better. So any of them with a little bit of cream have a much nicer top to them. Go ahead and now that is heavenly. Basically ice cream, but you don't have to freeze it. So good. This goes fantastic on pancakes, on toast, on waffles, pie. I love it. It's so good. Even after taking a spoonful, look at that. Look how thick that is. Woo! Beautiful. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, follow this video. I will link to my ratio chart on making fat levels what you want. So I have 3.5%, 7.5%, 20%, and 36%. I also have some in between these if you want to experiment more. But that's my homemade yogurts, everyone. And I hope you try making them yourselves and enjoy. Bye-bye.